Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. In this tutorial we'll be creating a gender reveal cake for a friend of mine. I have two 6-inch cakes, both of them have been baked in a 3-inch tall cake tin. I'm cutting them in half and I've tinted the vanilla sponge recipe blue with some gel food colour because they're having a boy. In goes your frosting. I've used vanilla buttercream and you just want to flatten it out to prepare for the next layer. Add on your next layer of cake, another layer of buttercream, and continue until all your cake layers have been evenly stacked. Give them a good press just to make sure you press out any air if there's any air trapped inside. And then I'm using whatever is on the outside of the cake as a frosting and just pressing it against the outside to trap in those crumbs. Add some extra at the very top and then smooth it out with a frosting scraper. Remove that top lip by dragging the frosting towards the middle of the cake and pop it into the fridge to set for a good half hour. I made these macarons from scratch as well so I could colour them, and I'll have a recipe for that in the description box for you guys. I did some in pink and blue. You can fill this with ganache. I've just gone in with the vanilla buttercream. After 30 minutes, your cake will be nice and firm and you can apply that final layer of frosting. We stuck with white frosting, adding it generously to the sides and then smoothing it out with my frosting scraper. If there are any empty pockets, you can fill it in with more buttercream and continue to smooth. Again, repeating, just dragging that top lip of frosting to the middle, set it in the fridge for half an hour, and in the meantime you can make your drip. These are white chocolate buttons mixed in with heavy cream. Zap it in the microwave for 35 to 40 seconds. Stir it till it's completely melted and then add in some white gel food colour. I separated the ganache into two different bowls. I added a drop of pink in one and a drop of blue in the other. Into a piping bag she goes with a very small hole cut at the end just to give you a little extra control. I drew a line down the centre of the cake and then I'm filling in a semicircle. Notice I've left a little bit of space towards the edge. That just gives me more control over where the drip will be. Create a drip about 1 centimeter apart, just traveling along the outside of the cake and connecting it back to that puddle. That puddle is going to continue to feed the drip. So it's basically going to get that chocolate from the top of the cake and it's going to drag it down towards the center of the cake on the outside. So you don't need to create a very big drip on the edge, just kind of add a little bit of chocolate and the rest will continue to flow from that big puddle. Do the same on the other side with your pink color and then set that in the fridge again. There's a lot of fridge setting, but it's worth it, for another 30 minutes. You can use this time to make a chocolate flag if you so wish. This is just melted Nestle chocolate. I use my spatula to swipe it across. I left one side thick and the other side thin. With the thicker side, it's a bit stronger because it is thicker. I'm going to use that end to press into my cake. Be sure to cut a hole for that as well, otherwise you could end up cracking your chocolate. By cutting a hole, there's just less pressure and you don't have to press so hard. Pop on your macarons, you can stick them together with buttercream, add your cake topper, and your gender reveal cake is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this cake tutorial and give it a go. If you do, hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can check it out as well. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again in the next one.